Well, namaste, great day. Well, I finally did get a book with Kabir. Again, one of the favorites. Uh, so let's just go ahead and jump right in to some of Kabir's wonderful expressions. Oh, friend, I love you. Think this over carefully. If you are in love, then why are you asleep? If you found him, then give yourself to him. Take him. Why do you lose track of him again and again? If you're about to fall into heavy sleep anyway, why waste time smoothing the bed and arranging the pillows? Kabir will tell you the truth. This is what love is like. Suppose you had to cut your head off and give it to someone else. What difference would that make? Okay. So again, if you are in love, this is a thing of the heart. It's not a thing of the mind. It's not a thing of the intellect. Okay? Don't stop looking. Don't stop keeping your attention there. But again, the attention is the heart, not the head. Okay? So let's go forward. Next one. I laugh when I hear that the fish in the water is thirsty. You don't grasp the fact that what is most alive of all is inside your own house. And so you walk from one holy city to the next with a confused look. Kabir will tell you the truth. Go wherever you like, to Calcutta, to Tibet, and if you can't find where your soul is hidden, for you, the world will never be real. Okay? So again, it's right where you are. The fish is surrounded by water. How can it be thirsty? Okay, it's right there. And what's most alive is inside your own house. Again, most of these writings here, this part, is about the heart. You find it within the heart. That divine is. That one that you should be in love with, that you are seeking so desperately, is right there. Okay? You can go to Tibet, you can go to Calcutta, you can go wherever you want. Okay? And that's the foolishness of it. You look everywhere, and it's the great universal joke. When you finally get to realization that you found out you couldn't have got away from it if you tried. It's always been right where you are at. Okay, so let's continue forward. Student, do the simple purification. You know that the seed is inside the horse chestnut tree, and inside the seed there are the blossoms of the tree, and the chestnuts and the shade. So inside the human body there is the seed, and inside the seed there is the human body again. Fire, air, earth, water, and space. If you don't want the secret one, you can't have these either. Thinkers, listen. Tell me what you know of that is not inside the soul. Take a pitcher full of water and set it down on the water. Now it has water inside and water outside. We mustn't give it a name, lest silly people start talking again about the body and the soul. Okay? Again, there is nothing separate. It's all contained within that one single is. Okay? If you want the truth, I'll tell you the truth. Listen to the secret sound, the real sound, which is inside of you. The one no one talks of speaks the secret sound to himself, and he is the one who has made it all. Okay, it's all within, that secret sound, that nod, okay, that arises as one starts to contemplate and goes into that heart, and Kundalini arises, and that secret sound, that nod, begins to play. Okay. Okay, next is, I talk to my inner lover and I say, why such a rush? We sense that there is some sort of spirit that loves birds and animals and the ants. Perhaps the same one who gave a radiance to you in your mother's womb. Is it logical you would be walking around entirely orphaned now? The truth is you turned away yourself and decided to go into the dark alone. Now you're tangled up in others and have forgotten what you once knew. And that's why everything you do has some weird failure in it. Okay. Again, you can never be separate from it. You're never alone. It's always right there. You're in failure because that is the mindset of failure, of illusion, of separation, of drama. You know, all these things that one gets caught up in, okay? Rather than surrendering within to have that bhakti within of that eternal spirit, okay? Let's continue forward. Friend, hope for the guest while you are alive. Jump into experience while you are alive. Think and think while you are alive. What you call salvation belongs to the time before death. If you don't break your ropes while you're alive, do you think ghosts will do it after? The idea that the soul will join with the ecstatic just because the body is rotten, that's all fantasy. What is found now is found then. If you find nothing now, you will simply end up with the apartment in the city of death. If you make love with the divine now, in the next life you will have the face of satisfied desire. So plunge into the truth. Find out who the teacher is. Believe in the great sound. Kabir says this, when the guest is being searched for, it is the intensity of the longing for the guest that does all the work. Look at me and you will see a slave of that intensity. Again, if you want to get to realization, you want to know that great divine is, you want to come to, dispelling the notions, you have to want it more than the next breath. It has to be an all-consuming passion, which you are seeking from morning till night. Okay? It's not a passing thing. Oh, I think I'll sit and do meditation for a half hour a day, or a couple seconds here and a couple seconds there, and wonder why realization is not appearing. Wonder why I feel separate. Why, Again, you have to want it more than your next breath. It has to be all-consuming, and you have to be willing to continue to surrender time and time and time again, continuing the process of surrender, rather than what most people are looking for in ego, which is gather and collect more and 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 more. Okay? The path to go to realization is one of surrender, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Not gathering and collecting and gathering and collecting. It's a path of stilling, surrender. Okay? Bhakti. Witness. See, what comes and goes cannot be the eternal is. So neti, neti, not this, not this, not this, not this. Watch what comes and goes. Continue to see, neti, neti, it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. Okay? It's none of the phenomena that rises and falls and goes away. It's none of those experiences that seem so great, when they come, but they last for a short time and they go away. Okay? It's not that. Neti, neti, not this, not this, not this, not this. Okay? When realization comes and it breaks through the bonds and illusions and delusions of ego, and the mind stills, and all the baggage is blown out at one instant, okay? And the mind stays still in Turiyatita, Sahaj, okay, effortless. And then one is only in that divine direct consciousness, okay? Then realization is, then moksha is, okay? Then that awareness is. One has entered into that divine love. Okay. And it can't be missed because it has more reality than anything that's here. Okay. Again, people get to a point of either the first opening of God realization where the heart expands and they think that's it. It's not it. Way further to go. That happens really early in a path. Or they get to the point of witness state where they feel there's a buffer zone and they are watching what takes place. And you see so many, again, that say, I'm enlightened, I am realized, and they ask about the thoughts. Oh, you just watch them, that's okay, you just don't pay attention to them. No. In genuine realization and enlightenment, the thoughts have ended. There are no more thoughts. If there are thoughts coming and going and you are witnessing, then you are in witness state. Witness, there is way further to go from witness state. Yes, I know it feels very expanded. There is bliss that can be there, but there is still that sense of ego because you are still watching that. Okay? There is still an identification that is watching that. Okay? That's why there's a buffer zone of feeling. Okay? So that's not it. Okay? Okay, we'll go for one more here today. I know the sound of the ecstatic flute, but I don't know whose flute it is. A lamp burns and has neither wick nor oil. A lily pad blossoms and it's not attached to the bottom. When one flower opens, ordinarily dozens open. The moon bird's head is filled with nothing but thoughts of the moon. And when the next rain will come, is all that the rainbird thinks of. Who is it we spend our entire life loving? So again, it's pointing to the direction of Kundalini awakened. One hears the nod, that ecstatic flute, that's music. The lamp burns, okay? Kundalini awakens, that light emerges. But one's attention is fully on seeking that divine is, okay? Surrendering within to that, okay? So again, if you are on a path, whether it's bhakti or whether it's gyan, when your attention is one, then Kundalini can awaken. Okay? And it continues to unfold. Okay? But again, stay in the heart center and continue that journey and continue to surrender. It's not about looking for experiences of city powers or any of this drama. Those can be stumbling blocks along the way. Yes, they arise to show you you are not this form. There is something more expanded than what you see, what that is there, okay? But again, don't come to a point of becoming enamored by those, because when you become enamored by those, then Kali will take you on a jaunt into illusion and more coverings, okay? So don't be fooled by that and have them become a stumbling block rather than simply a signpost along the way. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed some of Kabir. Okay, and if you've enjoyed it, we'll do some more tomorrow. Okay, so namaste. Have a great day, everyone.